Jennifer Carnahan is an American political operative in the U.S. state of Minnesota. In 2017, she was elected as the chair for the Republican Party of Minnesota, becoming the state party's first Asian American chairwoman. She resigned under pressure from state party officials on August 19, 2021, amid several scandals. Carnahan was married to U.S. Representative Jim Hagedorn. Early life and education. On November 11, 1976, Carnahan was left on the back doorstep of a rural hospital in South Korea. She was adopted by an American family from Minnesota. Carnahan grew up in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area and graduated from Osseo Senior High School in 1995. Carnahan earned her Bachelor of Science degree in 1999 from the S.I. Newhouse School of Public Communications at Syracuse University, where she majored in broadcast journalism. She earned her Master's of Business Administration from the Carlson School of Management at the University of Minnesota in 2010. Early career. Carnahan began her career working with private businesses on branding, including with McDonald's Corporation, General Mills, and Ecolab. She co-hosted a fundraising event for Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, who was affiliated with the Democratic Party, when he was a city council member. Her affiliation later became with the Republican Party in 2016. She was elected as a national delegate to the 2016 Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. She ran as the 2016 Republican Party candidate for the Minnesota Senate in the 59th District, but she was defeated by incumbent Democrat Bobby Joe Champion. State Party Chair. She was elected as chairwoman of the Minnesota Republican Party in 2017. Under the motto Make Minnesota Red 2018, the state party hoped to carry the momentum of Trump almost winning Minnesota in 2016. However, the party did not do well in those elections, losing both U.S. Senate races and all state constitution offices. In 2020 election, she maintained winning 0 statewide races, had no gain in the federal House, had not managed to regain the state House that was in Republican control prior, and had no gain in the state Senate. She made claims that the election showed extreme abnormalities and statistical variations from Minnesota's historic voter trends. Her examples were noted in local media as either off-base, vague, or flat-out wrong. In January 2017, after coming off losing a state Senate race with only 22% of the vote, during her first race for chair she was quoted to say, "We can't keep putting up the same white 60-year-old guy to speak about our values. If they say that's identity politics, then that's too bad." In December 2018, it was announced she would marry Congressman Jim Hagedorn, a congressional candidate that she as chair helped win election. It was the same election cycle that resulted in Minnesota Republicans losing Congressman Jason Lewis and Congressman Eric Carlson. In June 2018, she claimed that Republicans were racist and sexist toward her. Her comments regarding the sexism were that Republicans said she deserves to make less money than her male predecessors, when she had publicly said she would ask for less than her male predecessors, and then after being elected received a higher salary and a controversial bonus paid to her for each major donation to the party. In January 2021, in her announcement to run for a third term, she claimed to have paid off all state party legacy debt. However, it was revealed that the party still had $255,030 in debt. Re-election to state party chair. On April 10, 2021, Jennifer Carnahan was re-elected to the chair of Republican Party of Minnesota. State Senator Mark Corrin challenged Carnahan in the race, but she prevailed with 67% of the vote. During her re-election campaign, Carnahan touted the state party's success of winning 3 United States congressional seats in Greater Minnesota that were previously held by Democratic members, Minnesota's 1st and 8th districts in 2018, and Minnesota's 7th district in 2020. While Carnahan's opponent alleged that the staff of the Minnesota Republican Party seized undue control of the party convention process at the local level in order to tilt the scales in Carnahan's favor, local activists pushed back on that assertion and said they saw no proof of a fixed race. Fundraising controversy. In April 2021, Carnahan was embroiled in a controversial fundraising mechanism that placed large percentages of fundraising dollars in the hands of a vendor, rather than the state party she is responsible for. It was quoted, of the $202,126 raised by the Minnesota Republican Party online, $103,607 went to Win Red, with most or all of it passed on to IMGE LLC, based in Alexandria, Virginia, even though that company had little to do with much of the money raised, according to an email from Max Reimer, a Republican National Committee member from Minnesota. Anton Lazzaro scandal and resignation. In August 2021, AF. federal grand jury indicted Anton Lazzaro, a prominent Republican political operative and fundraiser in Minnesota, on child sex trafficking charges. Controversy ensued when photos circulated publicly of Carnahan and Hagedorn with Lazzaro at events, including the wedding of Carnahan and Hagedorn in 2018. Lazzaro led a team that helped Carnahan successfully campaign for the state party chair position starting in 2017. In subsequent years, Carnahan and Lazzaro had shared a political podcast and collaborated to advance Republican Party candidates in the state. In a statement released to the media after Lazzaro's federal indictment, Carnahan condemned his alleged actions. Several officials and organizations in the Minnesota Republican Party called for Carnahan's resignation in mid-August 2021 due to her association with Lazzaro and for other management concerns of the state party. Carnahan was forced out amid the scandal, resigning on August 19, 2021. She received a severance package of 3 months' salary, where she was the deciding vote in an 8-7 split decision to give her severance. During the scandal that led to her resignation, Carnahan was also accused of creating a toxic workplace during her time as chair. Personal life: Carnahan was married to U.S. Representative Jim Hagedorn, who represented the Minnesota's 1st Congressional District from 2019 to 2022. Carnahan was criticized in 2020 for seeking private, guided tours from the National Park Service by leveraging her status as Hagedorn's spouse. In 2021, Carnahan publicly acknowledged and apologized for a call recording that appeared on social media in which she said that Hagedorn, who had been diagnosed with cancer, would be dead in 2 years. References.